Hi, my name is Ed Rumley. I'm with Newsplash, and we're here today, this evening, at the Fabian Theater in Paterson, New Jersey, and we're at the inaugural evening of the Talent Search Contest here in Paterson, New Jersey. With me are Ron and Harold Foster, the dynamic brother team that has been in entertainment and music for many years. They've produced shows up and down the Eastern Seaboard, and they have expressed an interest for young people and adults to come and to just make available their talents in song and music. And Ron, if I could ask you, what is the purpose and what exactly is the Paterson Talent Search?
First of all, how you doing, Ed? I started this with the conception. I read a book, Amateur Night at the Apollo Theater, about a couple of years ago, and I looked at the format of that show, and I said to myself, why can't we do something like that in Paterson, New Jersey? So it kind of spurred me on to try to format that talent search very similar to the Apollo, the Amateur Night at the Apollo, and it's open to ages 6 to 95, I call it today. The idea is to try to find out talent, gospel talent, secular, dance, jugglers, whatever talent that they have, try to include them also. And it wouldn't be a contest where we would sit back and judge the talent. The audience would be the final judge of the talent, and we would use an applause meter to do that. So that's basically the idea, the conception.
Very good. And Ron, if I could ask you, part of your motivation from getting to know you over the years has been that your father had quite an interest in music as well.
Oh yes, my father, Harold Foster, he was in high school. As a matter of fact, went to Paterson Central High School here in Paterson. And when mother passed along, a little article that was written up in the paper. We don't even know the actual date of the paper or exactly what paper it was, but it did say, acknowledge him as the winner of the Amateur Night at the Apollo in 1935. Thereabouts, and he won first place with a piece playing the piano. A sophisticated lady was the name of the tune. So I cut the article out of the paper, and it kind of like inspired me to try to even. My father gave me my first few lessons, as a matter of fact. So it inspired me to try to find out a little more about the Amateur Night at the Apollo, and through that search, I developed this idea about doing that in Paterson.
Very good, very good. And Harold, so you and Ron are looking for young people from 6 to 12, as Ron mentioned, and also teenagers, college students, 6 to 95. That's a wide range of age. That's great. So, but you're really interested also in the high school students, say Eastside, Kennedy, International, all the prominent high schools, Rosa Parks School, the Performing Arts. You're interested in pretty much anyone coming and displaying their talents. Is that right?
That's true. One of our objectives is to try to see if we can get music back into the school system, which is sorely needed at this point because they've completely annihilated most of the music programs and the art programs.
Well, Harold, if I could ask you, could you just share just a brief moment of some of the experiences that you and Ron have had in music production and who you've worked with over the years?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. And Ron actually added the strings and horns to most of the music that we did when we did the shows up and down the Eastern Seaboard. He also conducted the Boston Symphony Orchestra, which was a good experience for him. And he conducted the orchestra throughout the whole process as we were doing these shows. We had an opportunity to do those shows, and as a matter of fact, there's a group called The Main Ingredient that we also work with. Tony Sylvester was one of the group leaders, and he was actually amazed at the strings and horns behind him. He said, "This sounds just like when we first recorded the music." And then we had an opportunity to work with Tavares up in Boston. Also, some of the other groups, the Manhattans, Ray Goodman and Brown, and a few other groups. We also had some of those groups we did a tribute for because some of them have passed on. So we made actually we did a movie called The Big Show Movie, and we did a tribute to those artists that had passed. One of them being John Whitehead, who actually was killed by a gunshot over in North Philadelphia where he was helping his nephew work on his car. And then shortly after that, Eugene McFadden passed away. So McFadden and Whitehead, Ain't No Stopping Us Now, was one of the last groups that we actually produced.
Amen. I think the main ingredient saying everybody plays the fool.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that was their big hit.
That's right.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the interview. And just to get the word out, so you'll be conducting these auditions every Wednesday night for...
All of February, Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock, 6 to 8, and also in March. After the auditions are all completed, then we'll start actually
Okay, so...
for the contest dates.
Okay, and what phone number should people call?
They can call my cell phone, 862-485-0319. And there'll be information on that phone. I usually have a voice message describing when the next audition will take place.
Okay, and the final winner, the grand finale, will tentatively be in about a year.
About a year.
Okay,
Exactly.
very good. And there will be cash prizes for the 3 category winners.
Cash prizes. We're thinking about even throwing a recording, not a contract, but a recording. Record the final act and make CDs from that.
Wow.
They can sell those on their own.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, thank you, Ron, and
You're
good
welcome.
luck in your endeavor.
Thank you.
We belong together, and you know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart, or why do you play with my mind? Said we'd be forever, and to never die. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? When I can't sleep at night without holding you tight. Girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead. Spinning around and around, although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's so natural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Girl, I know you really love me. You just don't realize you've never been here before. It's only your first time. Maybe I'll forgive you. Maybe you'll try. We should be happy together forever. You and I. Love me again like you loved me before. This time I want you to love me much more. This time instead, just come to my bed. Please, baby, don't let me down. Oh, we come to the end of the road. Still I can't let go. It's so natural. You belong to me. I belong to you.
My name is Ed Rumley with Newsflash, and we're here with the group called Legacy, and they are a group of fine young men from the Rosa Parks School of Fine and Performing Arts here in Patterson. They've just finished their audition for the Patterson Talent Search. And if I could just get your names, ages, and what grade each one of you is in, starting right here.
My name is Ahmad Bradley. I'm a freshman at Rosa Parks High School, and I'm 14.
Okay.
I'm Marcus Blackwell. I'm 15. I'm a vocal major at Rosa Parks High School.
Hello, my name is David Blackwell. I'm a senior at Rosa Parks High School, and I'm a vocal major.
My name is Christopher Casella. I am 17, going on 18 in a couple more months. And I go to Rosa Parks like these people. And I'm a vocal major as well, like these 3.
My name is Michael Creppleton. I'm 15 and I'm a vocal major at Rosa Parks Fine and Performing Arts.
Okay. If I could start here, why did you come here tonight?
Well, I just came here to show what I can do. I wanted to explain my talent around the world, but whatever. I just wanted to show people what I can do.
Very good. And how long has your group been singing together?
Actually, it hasn't been long. Like,
Started about like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Very good. Okay. Okay, very good. And young man, how do you think your audition went this evening?
I think all this went great, and I think we should really make it further in life.
Okay, very good. And if you had to say instructors that helped you in your vocal career at Rosa Parks or your music, who would they be?
oh, Mr. John Chapman, definitely. He helped all of us basically and brought us up. It's like a second father to us.
Very good. And one more question. How long would you like to stay together with the group, young man, and with your cohorts here? And what are your goals? What would you like to see happen?
I'd like to stay with them forever. Like, much love with them. Like, I'm just a freshman coming in at Rosa Parks, but like they welcome me in like a brother. So I just hope we could move forward and be successful with this group.
Very good. And if I could ask one more question. The song you sang tonight was so moving, and the harmonies were just tremendous. What was the name and the purpose of that song?
Oh, it was End of the Road by Boyz II Men. So we just wanted to not really wasn't the way we didn't make the song, but we just planned on just having a song with harmony, just so everyone else could learn it. Like when you speak of Boyz II Men, a lot of people know of Boyz II Men, and the first song that comes to mind is End of the Road. So we just wanted to sing a song that the audience would know.
Everybody's like familiar with.
And can I add on to that? Sure. Okay, so Mr. John Chapman, he taught us that when we perform and we sing out to people, our job is to make them forget about their problems. And so we dedicate the song and the songs that we sing in school to people with disabilities or people that have their own problems, and we make them forget about it while we're singing to them, and they just be happy.
Very good. Well, thank you, young man, and best luck in the future and also in the competition here in Patterson. Thank you so much.
Perfect.